I'm not winking. I'm aiming.
Don't be ridiculous. Put that thing down. You're sick.
This must be me getting well.
I cannot believe this is happening. I bought you that for Christ's sake.
Feels like cellophane.
I didn't mean for it to land on you. My God, Joan, I'd be a monster to do that. Besides, it was just a little saliva. Why would I do something like that to you on purpose?
Why?
You're completely out there, aren't you? What's happened to you?
On the contrary, I think I feel pretty good right now. now.
I worship the ground you walk on, for God's sake.
Well, that must make the ground feel great, but it doesn't do much for me.
How can you make a joke at a time like this? You've changed ever since Emma was born. I do everything for you, and this is what I get. Why do you think I go to work? Huh? I have to take a walk. Oh, Christ! Oh, Jesus Christ! Careful! That's not a toy, you know.
God, if I have to read Where the Wild Things Are one more time, I think I'm gonna scream. Or start seeing monsters in my dreams.
I don't know why you read them all that crap anyway. You never give them that much attention.
Mother says if the kids see monsters in books, they won't see them in their dreams.
Your mother's a nuisance. The way she takes all that nonsense from your dad.
The idea is, if you get up close enough to the monster, it takes away the fear. Wish you'd help me clean up once in a while. Robert.
What's the problem now?
Not now.
Go to the bedroom. Go to the goddamn bedroom.
Quiet. Do you want to wake the children?
Why is it you're always so tired? When it comes to me, anyway.
That's not true.
Is.
You sound like one of the children.
If I was, I'd probably be getting a hug from you instead of being pushed away the way you always do.
That's not it.
It is the fact that I go to work every day and kiss ass to the boss like every other banker has to do, and I do it all for you. I must be a jerk.
You like your job.
That's not the point, and you know it. I do it for you.
You shouldn't.
Well, bravo. Bravo. Why don't you get a job, and we'll see how much you make. I'll stay home and I'll take care of the kids. How about that? You can even get a job.
And you can feel what it's like to wait.
Oh, Christ. Here we go again. Feelings. Look, my dear, the whole world knows you have feelings. The difference is the rest of us don't go around making such a big deal about it. You only care about yourself. You pretend you care about me and the kids, but you always do only what you want.
Look, all I wanted was to talk. You know, I probably know you better than you know yourself. In fact, I'm positive.
You know, if only you'd wanted to talk, this might not have happened.
Get off!
Why should everything be on your time, huh?
Big. He had socked me in the middle of my back, and I went crashing to the floor. I couldn't breathe. I doubled over, sucking myself into a ball. I couldn't breathe. Then he grabbed my hair and pulled. I couldn't breathe. Said it felt like silk. Then he tilted my head back so he could see my face and yelled, "Look, I'm your husband, for God's sake. Why are you acting like this anyway?" I couldn't breathe. It's so strange. I remember the words. I suppose it sounded like a normal question to him. I couldn't breathe. The thought of letting go of my hair must have made him grip tighter because he pulled at the roots.
Joan! Oh, I'm sorry.
Kathy.
Joan! Oh, I'm sorry.
Scared me. Thanks.
How are you? I haven't heard from you in ages.
I'm fine. Really.
So you're not mad at me, I hope.
No,
No.
not at all. You were only saying what you believe to be true.
Hello? This is your best friend, remember?
I'm sorry, Kate. Don't pay any attention to me. I was up late again last night.
I worry about you, sweetheart. I do, you know.
I wish people wouldn't do that.
Do what?
Worry.
Joan.
I'm okay. Honest, I am.
So maybe I was a little hasty. Okay, so maybe I was a little bit hasty.
Whore is what you called me.
It's just that you're so beautiful to me. I don't want other men thinking they have a chance.
Then you pulled my hair.
It scares a man when his wife looks that good. It scares a man when his wife looks that good. Can't you see it's meant as a compliment? Can't you see that it's meant as a compliment? Can't you see that it's meant as a compliment? Don't you care about me at all? Whenever we make love, I always feel like you're miles away. I mean, what's a man supposed to do when his wife doesn't act like she wants him to, huh? How do you think that makes me feel?
What about my feelings?
That's what made you so ugly to me. The way you treated me, so cold. I'd never spit on something pretty. On something that was nice to me.
You mean like with your sister that time, I suppose?
What are you talking about?
Don't you remember? When I had to guess that it was your sister's fault. That you really didn't mean to bust your head open beating it against a wall. Don't tell me you've forgotten.
Oh, that. I was upset.
No shit.
Anyhow, it was her boyfriend that beat her up, for Christ's sake, not me.
Yeah. But then you beat your head up. Tell me, how does that work exactly?
Had nothing to do with you, and you know it.
I remember wondering when you would stop. If you would stop before blood spurted out.
Well, if you hated it so much, why the hell didn't you just run home to your mommy? I provide for you and the kids, you know.
Why do you keep saying that?
Because it's true. That's what I learned how to do. Well, I remember...
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, what?
I feel a story coming on.
Well, I had parents too, you know. Maybe you should remember how impressionable young children can be. Something you ought to consider.
This might be fun to hear again. Go ahead.
Not if you're gonna make fun.
I don't think you're in a position to tell me how to do anything.
Fine, I'll just shut up.
Tell. Go ahead. Your mother.
Well, Mommy. Mom. Whatever. She was doing some planting along the bottom of the porch to cover up the crawl space.
Right. You were never allowed to go. Because you might have gotten lost forever. Then I never would have met you.
If you're going to interrupt me...
Sorry. Go ahead.
Anyway, she was always planting to cover things up. Like holes in the yard, or holes in the fence, or stuff like that. And on this particular day, I remember she starts to paint an old bench. And I'm thinking, cool, I'll help her paint it. Just like
Tom Sawyer.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So I'm helping her paint it, when all of a sudden I hear footsteps. And I know right away that they're Daddy's.
Because
because I always listened for them. Like the Indians did. You know, putting their ears to the railroad tracks in old westerns. I was always tracking things. And so, I told Mommy that Daddy's home. But she didn't do anything. Usually she'd push the pins back into her hair to neaten it or to make herself look good, but I knew that something was wrong this time because she didn't do that. Besides, she didn't tell me to run and give him a hug like I usually did. I don't know. Maybe I should have said something. Or done something.
You were just a kid.
So, Daddy runs right up to Mommy and he just drops his briefcase right on the ground. He was gonna give her a hug. No, I'm positive. But she didn't want one. She stepped back right on top of me.
Poor Robert.
And then Daddy said, I didn't think anybody could do something so asinine.
Wait a minute. Your mother said that.
No. Because then she said, if anybody's the ass here, it's you. She looked right at him. And that's when I noticed that her apron had come undone and sort of hung around her neck like a pendulum. Yeah, like a pendulum.
Are you sure you'll be all right, dear?
Yes, I'll be fine, really.
The children are going to worry, and they mustn't be upset like this anymore. You know?
I know. I know. Come on, kids. Corey. Emma.
Mama, Emma won't give me back my water pistol.
She's too little to know the difference.
But it's mine and she can't have it.
Emma, give your brother back his water pistol.
I don't have it, I promise.
Corey, get in the car. Come on, come on.
Yes, you do too. Mama, she's lying.
Try to keep things smooth, dear.
I doubt if I can.
For the children. For the children. For the children's sake.
Corey, you have your seatbelt on?
Yes, but Emma's isn't. Aren't you coming with us?
Your father and I have some things to talk about.
You're gonna talk about us again, aren't you?
Am not.
Are too.
You are the child and I am the parent, and you are not supposed to be heard, young man.
But I heard you and Daddy.
Give Mom a kiss. Mwah.
Give me a kiss too, Mama. I want a kiss.
Mwah.
Stop making noise!
You like it.
You used to like it when we didn't.
You ever think I did? I made you think I did. I hate you.
You faked it. You bitch!
Let go of me!
How did you do that anyway, huh? You must have had somebody on your sick mind to play such a dirty trick on me. Who was it? Huh? Who?
Stop it!
Is that why you started all this bullshit about counseling? To make me think I'm crazy? Answer me, you whore!
Let me by, Robert.
I worship you, you know. The moment I saw you, I knew you were the only one for me.
I want to leave the room now.
The only one. The only one for me. That's you.
Please, Robert. I need some time. Like what we talked about. I'll sleep on the couch.
I haven't forgotten when we first met, have you? Have you forgotten how much you wanted me?
I don't. Haven't. Things change.
You don't? What? You don't want to go to bed with your husband.
It's not that.
Well, what is it then?
Don't touch me!
Don't touch my wife! Don't touch my own wife!
Please, Robert. We're not supposed to. The counselor said...
Damn it! You're acting like a little virgin! Who are you saving yourself for, huh?
The counselor said we should...
Why do you care so much what the counselor says?
It's absurd.
Maybe that's who you're saving your precious self for. I don't know why I didn't realize this sooner. Joe Schmo, the counselor, for Christ's sake!
You're so wrong!
He's telling me when I can, and when I cannot go to bed with my own wife. I don't think so. That's wrong!
Don't!
Don't what? Don't love my own wife!
My nightgown. No! No!
Now see what you've done. Maybe now you'll wear one of the ones I bought you. Why are you acting like this anyway? I'm your husband, for God's sake. Oh, baby. You smell so good. Maybe you make me love you too much. Shh. Joan. Joan. I need to feel whole. Joan. Say something. Listen, you don't want the kids to wake up, do you? What's that you're wearing? Is that something else? Obsession? Really? What?
You want some juice, honey?
I buy for you because I love you. Stop coughing. Jesus Christ. You sound like one of the kids with the whooping cough. Pretty soon the next one.
I can't believe how good those two get along.
There's no such thing as rape between a husband and a wife.
Robert, please.
Man, there's nothing like being appreciated by your wife for nice things you try to do.
I need to put the groceries away.
I don't get it. You tell everybody else all you want to do is be able to talk to me. Well, here I am.
The ice cream is going to melt.
Well, whose fault is that?
I don't know. It's nobody's fault. All ice cream melts if it doesn't get into the refrigerator, for God's sake.
I guess you didn't expect me home today, did you? What's all this bullshit about counseling anyway, huh? Don't deny it, I listened to the messages.
Of course you did.
Hey, is this about last night? I only want us to be closer. How am I supposed to...
I need to put the groceries away.
Hey, let me hold you, okay? We don't need counseling. How can a counselor tell us what to do? He doesn't even know us.
Last night can never happen again.
Look, I'm willing to forget about last night and just go on from here. Are you?
Won't work unless both of us are trying, you know.
Hey, you know I hate artichokes.
Joe doesn't tell us. We're supposed to tell him.
Who did you buy these for?
And since when are you on a first-name basis with the goddamn shrink?
He told you to call him Joe too, for crying out loud. Let me by.
Mama, I want my drink now!
Well, little man, look who's here. Your mama and I were just talking a few things over, and we're gonna make up now. Aren't we, dear? Watch me give our mama a big hug.
Now, Mama!
There. See, Corey? Everything's fixed. Everything's okay.
And that's when I noticed that her apron had come undone and sort of hung around her neck like a pendulum. Yeah, like a pendulum. So I told Mommy that her apron had come undone, but she just ignored me and she told me to be quiet. And then she reached out, as if she was going to touch him. But as quickly as she did, her hand came back and sort of bounced against her leg, you know? And then Daddy said, "Bobby, do yourself a favor and never fall in love." In fact, he yelled it. And he never yelled.
Wait a minute. You told me your mother said that.
No. Because then she said, Daddy shouldn't talk about love because he didn't know anything about it. And right then, right when I was gonna say to Mommy that she was wrong, that Daddy did know. Daddy told me to be quiet and just run along and play. Of course I didn't want to.
Of course you didn't.
So then he tried to give her a hug, but she jumped back and yelled at him that she was going to take him to court. And the next thing I know, for no reason at all, she smacks him across the face with this paintbrush. It was horrible. There was paint everywhere. I wanted to help, but he wouldn't let me.
For no reason at all.
And then Mommy said the strangest thing. He's not yours. She said. And then she turned and left. Left me and Daddy standing there. Paint dripping all over him. Can you imagine? It was awful.
I don't believe your mother.
What?
She was lying. There's no way you're not his kid.
What would she do that for? That's crazy.
So he would hate her and leave. There's no way you're not his kid.
Women who screw around. There's something dirty about them. And then Daddy pulled out the gun and aimed it at me. I shook all over.
Wait a minute.
It was awful.
I don't believe your mother.
What?
She was lying. There's no way you're not his kid.
What would she do that for? That's crazy.
So he would hate her and leave. There's no way you're not his kid.
Women who screw around. There's something dirty about them. And then Daddy pulled out the gun and aimed it at me.
Suffocated me. It was so heavy. I couldn't breathe. He said it took bravery to do what he did. After all, he was a banker. Had to handle other people's money, invest it like he knew better than they, how to spend what they'd earned with their own sweat and hard work. Told me I couldn't appreciate the importance of what he did. I couldn't breathe. How could he maintain his belief in himself if I kept undermining his every word and action? I remember what he said after he raped me. He curled up behind me and said that he'd been doing a lot of thinking, that we needed to be closer.
Honey, I've done a lot of thinking. Honey?
Please. Please.
Hey. Spoons. And then Daddy pulled out the gun and aimed it at me. I shook all over.
Wait a minute. What gun?
The gun he had in his briefcase, for God's sake.
What?
The one he had in his briefcase, the one he shot out all the windows with. What more do you want to know?
Your mother never said anything about any gun ever.
There you go again. Making a mountain out of a molehill. The point is, he's dead. And our kids don't have a grandfather. Maybe you don't want him to have a father either.
You lied about your father.
So? Guns are dangerous, dear. I don't think you understand the impact of a gun. I just want you to realize what you're doing holding that gun.
Go to bed.